Alright guys, today we got another special video, and it is part 3 to the Rm125 rebuild. So last video, as you guys know, I managed to get it to fire, and it was running for a little bit, but it died on the low end. So I was reading into a few things, and the Nibby carburetor, which I did pull off camera, I might have jetted it correctly, but the actual needle itself has different sitting positions. In position 1, it's going further into the jet, which makes it leaner. And so 5 different positionings on these Nibby WK 36mm carbs. 3 should be the starter, the most common, position 3. So try and get this to its 3rd positioning, and then I'm going to slap the carburetor back on the bike and then try starting it again to see if that fixes its dying issue, because me and a group of my buddies are planning on a ride out, and I need a bike to ride, and I'm planning on taking this thing. I want to take this thing, so I need to get this starting issue figured out, why I don't want to stay running, and then I gotta get clutch all freed up, probably rebuilt. But alright, well, catch up with you guys when I'm adjusting the needle positioning. Okay, I'm in card. You're on a cardboard box right now, so bear with me if you're a little bit crooked. But this needle off on this one, inside of here, it is a 6mm socket in that. So you break that loose here, which on the WK to 36mm carbs, you're gonna get like this threaded in thing that covers the needle with the washer on it. It's like an E-ring or whatever, a small little ring. What I like to do is, there's these gaps in between here, I like to get a pick down in there and just like pull it back. Somewhere like that. Now you got that little ring off. Set up to position 2 on here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down to position from the top, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, down to position 4. Make sure it's all even going in. I like to get my thumb, put it down on the desk, and you should be able to hear it right there. So now it's just reassembling this thing. So you pop this back in there, this in there. Where's my socket? So yeah, now I got this fixed. So now it's just throwing this back on the bike, and then throwing the carburetor back on it and seeing if it will run. Alright guys, I got it on the dirt bike, and you can tell different positioning from what it was originally at. Unfortunately, I ran out of time today to continue to work on it. I will pick it back up tomorrow, throwing the carburetor back on it and testing it, seeing if it will stay running this time. But yeah, I'll pick up with you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so it's been about like 2 days because I've had to work and I just haven't had time to get to the dirt bike. But now, finally have time. So where I left off was I got the needle, the throttle needle back in, and I changed the positioning on it down to position 4 so it would run a little richer. So now, it's just time to throw the carburetor back on the dirt bike, prime it, and then test to see if it will stay running this time, because in the last video it just wanted to run and shut off. I'll throw that up. I hope fixing the needle position is all it needs. So yeah, pick up with you guys when I'm throwing it on the bike. Now it's going to throw it back on the bike. I'm going to pop the air carburetor in. Alright guys, so, zoom you out. So as you can see, got boot back tightened down on the carb. Now it's just time to get the air intake back onto it and test fire it. So I'll pick up with you guys when I get that air boot on, because I already know it's going to be a pain in the butt with how much bigger that carburetor is. So, alright guys, so I got the air intake back hooked up to the carburetor. So now I just got to throw the throttle needle back in it, hook up the gas line, and it's time to test start it, and hopefully it will stay running this time, because again, like I said earlier in the last video, it did not want to stay running. All I think is just all the gas that was in the bowl, it just filled up the bowl and then died whenever it used up everything in the bowl. But hopefully this fixes the issue of it not wanting to continuously get gas. But yeah, I'll set you guys up and get ready for when I start kicking it. Guys, so now it's time to start the bike. So I already put the gas on, so it started flowing into carb. I'm gonna do choke on, and this kicker likes to slip off my boots. It's the same issue as last time. It's like the bowl is filling up full of fuel, then it burns through whatever is in the bowl, and it doesn't continue to cycle through. I don't know why I don't want to continue to cycle through. The vacuum leak that's not allowing it to pull the full fuel through the car, or the jetting's wrong still. Maybe the forum I looked at was wrong on the jetting for these carburetors. Alright, so as you guys clearly saw, it's having the same issue as last time, where it's acting like it's just filling up the bowl full of fuel, and it burns through whatever is in the bowl, and I guarantee you that's what it is. And I don't know if it's a lack of, like a air leak / vacuum leak, if it's the jetting for the carburetors are still off, or maybe it's just not holding its compression. All I can do is research, look it up, figure it out. I'm going to do some tests on it here off camera to try and pinpoint if it's jetting, vacuum leak, or compression. But one thing for sure I'm going to be doing is looking for a parts bike, because if I can't get this carburetor going, and if it's the exhaust too, then I need to find another bike that has good working parts like that to throw on it. And so that's also what I'll be doing off camera. But anyways, that's the end of part 3 of the Rm125. But yeah, I hope I get it running next time. So it's the next day, and my buddy Tristan that you've seen in the videos actually just dropped off his motorcycle, and it is this 1993 Yamaha Virago. And other for the fact that this bike is a little dusty and there's no bar ends, and he does have the covers for the electronics here and the spark plug. This thing only has 827 original miles from '93. It's pretty cool if you ask me. But that's not going to be a today thing. That's going to be for a completely different video. If you guys enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Leave in the comments what you guys think I could do better. And if you guys want to see this Virago video, let me know. But anyways, like, subscribe, deuces.